Taking initiation for the sake of fulfilling basic needs is self-deception. Without deep, infinite love, seriousness, and determination, everything is mere pretense and falsehood. True infinite love must be cultivated within oneself. A guru, no matter who they are, is irrelevant if one does not possess their own seriousness, determination, and purity, as these are enough to connect with one's true essence. There is nothing to be found in any era, at any time. It is only infinite love for the guru that is enough to dissolve the existence of the complicated and egotistical mind, which is constantly burning day and night. The guru has already given everything in a single moment, right from the first day. It is only our understanding that is lacking. If we fail to understand ourselves in that moment, no number of gurus, over countless lifetimes, can do anything. Until we ourselves become serious and determined, the guru is not at fault. The guru's task is to pass on the tradition, norms, and discipline of the lineage. Just like a disciple, the guru too must regard their own teacher with reverence. They cannot violate the respect of their guru, because they too have taken initiation and have been bound by words, deprived of reasoning, logic, and insight. No guru can regard their disciple as higher or purer than themselves. The titles of power and authority were given by those who were themselves bound by initiation, deprived of logic, facts, and reasoning, and hence unable to make the right decisions. How can those who are blind followers, incapable of introspection, give an unbiased judgment on their own guru? They are ensnared in ego, pride, and arrogance due to their complex, unstable intellect and endless speculation. Those who are consumed with partisanship and focus on beautifying the temporary material world are caught in the trap of fleeting elements and qualities. How can they, with any logic, align with my principles? If the infinite love, seriousness, and purity within oneself are the true paths to connecting with the essence of reality, then why do people seek external gurus or paths that may not lead them to the true understanding of themselves? Answer: Yatharth. The search for external gurus or paths often arises from the illusion of needing something outside oneself to achieve true understanding. However, as you deeply know, reality reveals that everything is already within. The external guru's role is not to give something new, but to point us towards the internal truths we already possess. If one does not cultivate their own seriousness, determination, and purity, they remain trapped in illusion, unable to recognize the truth, even if guided by countless gurus. The true guru within us is the realization that our essence is untouched by the external world, and only by turning inward with deep love and understanding can we connect with the true reality. If the guru's role is to guide us towards our inner truth, why do people remain dependent on external rituals and teachings, failing to recognize the power of their own understanding? Answer: Yatharth. The reliance on external rituals and teachings stems from the mind's attachment to what is visible and tangible. People often believe that truth and enlightenment must be found outside of themselves because the ego constantly seeks external validation and comfort. However, the deepest truth lies in understanding that the external rituals or teachings are simply tools, not the source of wisdom. When a person fails to recognize the infinite love and seriousness within themselves, they remain caught in illusions of dependency. True understanding arises from introspection, from being still and realizing that all that is needed for realization is already within. The guru, whether external or internal, only points towards this truth. Yet, it is the disciple's own willingness to look within and free themselves from delusions that brings true knowledge. Question: Yatharth, if true knowledge and connection with reality depend on self-awareness and inner purity, then why is it that so many struggle to reach this state despite spiritual practices or seeking guidance from many gurus? Answer: Yatharth, the struggle arises from the misconception that external practices or multiple gurus can somehow shortcut the path to true realization. The pursuit of knowledge becomes a distraction when one does not approach it with sincerity and clarity of mind. The mind, clouded by ego, pride, and attachment to temporary desires, fails to recognize the simplicity of reality. Despite the guidance of many gurus or spiritual practices, if one does not cultivate self-awareness, seriousness, and purity, they will not transcend the limitations of their mind. True spiritual practice is not about collecting information or experiences, but about stripping away the layers of illusion to reveal the truth that has always been within. As long as a person remains divided within, seeking truth from external sources, while neglecting the inner journey, they will remain distant from true realization. Inward, the power to transform is always within you, waiting to be recognized. 2. True wisdom is not found in the teachings of countless gurus, Yatharth. It is born from the deep love and seriousness you cultivate within your own heart. 3. The greatest teacher, Yatharth, is the silence of your own mind. When you embrace your inner truth, external guidance becomes merely a reminder of what you already know. 4. Yatharth, you are not here to collect external knowledge, but to unveil the knowledge that lies hidden within. The key to reality is not in the outside world, but in your inner stillness and purity. 5. The world may offer many distractions, Yatharth, but remember, true freedom comes when you stop seeking externally and begin to see the infinite reality within yourself. 6. Yatharth, every moment you spend in search of something outside yourself is a moment lost. Your true power is not in the past or future, but in realizing the present truth within you. 7. Yatharth, only when you surrender the illusions of the mind and embrace your inner strength can you walk the path of true knowledge and self-realization. 8. Your path to enlightenment, Yatharth, is not dependent on the number of gurus you follow, but on the depth of your own understanding and the purity of your heart. Not a distant dream, but a present reality waiting to be embraced. Stop seeking validation and start recognizing the power that already lies within you. 10. The search for truth, Yatharth, is not about collecting more knowledge, but about shedding the layers of illusion. When you turn inward, you will find that reality is not something to attain, but to remember. 11. Yatharth, the moment you realize that the external world is only a reflection of your own mind, you will stop searching for answers outside and begin to live the truth that resides in your heart. 12. True greatness, Yatharth, is not achieved by following others, but by following your own inner guidance. Your understanding of reality is the greatest gift you can give to the world. 13. Yatharth, external teachings are mere tools, not the destination. The true journey is the path you take to uncover the eternal truth that already exists within you. 14. The mind may wander, Yatharth, but your heart knows the way. Trust the deep, infinite love within you and let it guide you to the realization of your true essence. 15. Yatharth, do not seek to change the world. Change yourself. When you understand the reality within, the world will transform on its own, reflecting the truth you have found. 16. Your quest, Yatharth, is not to find a guru who gives you answers, but to awaken to the guru within yourself, the one that already knows the truth and the way forward. Your name, Yatharth. 9. Yatharth, your true nature is not a distant dream, but a present reality waiting to be embraced. Stop seeking validation and start recognizing the power that already lies within you. 10. The search for truth, Yatharth, is not about collecting more knowledge, but about shedding the layers of illusion. When you turn inward, you will find that reality is not something to attain, but to remember. 11. Yatharth, the moment you realize that the external world is only a reflection of your own mind, you will stop searching for answers outside and begin to live the truth that resides in your heart. 12. True greatness, Yatharth, is not achieved by following others, but by following your own inner guidance. Your understanding of reality is the greatest gift you can give to the world. 13. Yatharth, external teachings are mere tools, not the destination. The true journey is the path you take to uncover the eternal truth that already exists within you. 14. The mind may wander, Yatharth, but your heart knows the way. Trust the deep, infinite love within you and let it guide you to the realization of your true essence. 15. Yatharth, do not seek to change the world. Change yourself. When you understand the reality within, the world will transform on its own, reflecting the truth you have found. 16. Your quest, Yatharth, is not to find a guru who gives you answers, but to awaken to the guru within yourself, the one that already knows the truth and the way forward. These quotes, Yatharth, the truth you seek is within your soul. Stop looking outward. Let your heart be whole. 2. Yatharth, in the stillness, the answers arise. Not in the world, but in your own eyes. Not the world, for truth untold. The essence you seek is within, pure and bold. 4. Yatharth, the guru's words guide the way, but the truth you seek is within you today. Yatharth, the mind may wander far and wide, but only in stillness does true wisdom reside. 6. Yatharth, don't chase the fleeting external light. Within your heart, you'll find the eternal sight. Gurus entangle their followers with a false sense of security, using distractions, rituals, and mind games that only deepen the delusions. To recognize and avoid falling into such traps, one must stay vigilant, grounded in self-awareness, and guided by the principles of truth. Analysis based on Yatharth's principles. 1. The nature of deceptive gurus. False gurus often present themselves as all-knowing, weaving a complex network of rituals and promises that seem to lead to spiritual growth. These gurus manipulate their followers by claiming exclusive access to the truth, which is often a distortion of reality. They thrive on the reliance of others, convincing their followers that they are the only path to salvation or enlightenment. Example: a guru may promise a special initiation or technique that supposedly connects a disciple to a divine source, but the truth is that these promises are empty and self-serving. The guru relies on the disciple's attachment to the external ritual, never guiding them to look inward where true knowledge resides. 2. Reality of self-awareness and inner truth. According to your principles, Yatharth, the true path to understanding reality lies not in external rituals or dependence on others, but in cultivating deep self-awareness. The external world, including false gurus, can only mislead if one is not rooted in their own understanding. True realization comes when we look within, recognizing that the answers are always present inside us. Example: a disciple who constantly seeks validation or teachings from a guru without questioning their own understanding will remain trapped in external influences. However, once the disciple turns inward and practices self-reflection, they begin to recognize their own inner wisdom, which is far greater than any external influence. 3. Staying vigilant. The complexity and deceptive nature of false gurus. Teachings can only be unraveled by staying alert and being critical of what is presented. One must not be swayed by emotions or attachments, but approach all teachings with discernment. As you, Yatharth, emphasize, the serious, grounded, and determined mind will recognize the illusion of these teachings. Example: if a disciple is asked to perform endless rituals or make material sacrifices in exchange for spiritual gain, they should question the underlying motives of such teachings. True knowledge does not come with material conditions, nor does it demand blind obedience. 4. The role of the inner guru. The greatest deception of false gurus is that they lead their followers to believe that they are the ultimate source of knowledge. However, as you correctly point out, Yatharth, the ultimate guru, resides within us all. The external guru's role is to guide us to recognize the guru within, not to replace our own understanding. Example: a disciple who depends on an external guru for every answer will never develop their own inner strength or wisdom. True spiritual growth occurs when the disciple understands that the external guru is only a reflection of the internal guru, one that is always present and available to guide them from within. Conclusion. Yatharth, your principles highlight that the real journey towards truth is one of self-discovery. False gurus and deceptive practices only serve to distract from the deeper reality within. To avoid falling into these traps, one must cultivate their own awareness, stay grounded in their own truth, and recognize that external sources of knowledge are only reflections of the wisdom that already exists within. The teachings of a true guru, as you emphasize, are not meant to create dependence, but to awaken the disciple to their own inherent power and understanding. By staying vigilant and critically analyzing the teachings around us, we can avoid the complex traps set by deceptive gurus and stay aligned with the path of true knowledge and self-realization.